Hey Nathan.
Hey Audrey.
How's it going?
It's good. I'm excited about sharing a meal together.
I am too. I'm so glad we could do this today. And we hope that y'all are getting ready to share a meal with your families at home to celebrate Maundy Thursday. So Nathan, it looks a little different in here. Can you tell us what are we getting ready for? What is this?
Yes, so we have a table set up for a Seder meal around the youth group. We've called it an Ancient Feast. For the children, we call it the Upper Room Experience.
That's right. Yeah, okay. Well, I think this is one of my favorite things we do every year, and I think you would say the same. You really look forward to this with the youth as well. Right?
Absolutely. Being able to sit around the table and to be able to experience the story of God and God's rescue of the Israelite people out of slavery, but it's something that Jesus also did with his disciples, and so it's an experiential thing that happens through tasting, but also through story as well.
Right, that's right. Well, today Nathan and I are here to tell you just a little bit about what this is like, so that if you're recreating this at your home for the first time, you can see that it's really easy. It doesn't have to be the setup we normally have here at church. We have some options of how you can take this idea and make it at your own home.
Yes, absolutely. And so we're sitting on the floor, and we have it kind of demonstrated on the floor, but we also want to say if you're doing it at your house, you can do it at your dining room table, at your table sitting up. You don't have to put it on the floor. It's cool to put it on the floor if you can. If you feel like you want to do that, give it a try, you can. But it's also just as meaningful, I think, sitting at your table and doing it that way as well.
Sure. Well, that's a little bit about kind of the purpose of this and why we want to share it with all of you. And we're going to talk a little bit about what your table can look like, and then also what kind of materials you're going to need if you want to create this at home. So let's get started.
Yeah.
Should we show what our tables can look like, Nathan?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Well, so normally at church, this is an example of what we would set up in the storytelling room for our children and youth experiences. And so we take kind of some burlap, something that looks kind of natural, this material. We take palm branches from Palm Sunday, which again you can collect this week or you can make at home. And then we also set candles around. So we have tall candles, we have small candles. We also have these baskets and different plates to set food in, and we usually take a paper towel and line the baskets so that they don't get dirty after the experience is over. And we take the goblets and the communion set also to use to put our grape juice in and to set our pita bread on. And so this is kind of what our normal setup looks like. But I love that, again, we can do this at home, and if we're going to be at home, we may not have all of these materials, right, Nathan?
Absolutely. So you may not have as many candles or burlap or the baskets, but you can use what you have. If you want to put a tablecloth down, you can do everything from a bed sheet to a table runner or no tablecloth at all. It's not a have to. As well as if you don't have the palm branches, you don't have to do the palm branches, but if you just want to, put sticks, if you're wanting to kind of add some different color and look and make your table look a little different because of the experience, again, you can use limbs and leaves and things like that from around your yard as well. Or again, it can be as simple as none of those things, really just a basic table as well. I think what's unique about the setup that we use here is that it makes it look and feel different. So the lights are down, the candles are up, and so if you're wanting to do that at your house, I encourage that because it makes it feel a little bit different by lighting kind of more candles and having the lights down. But again, I don't think it necessarily is a have to. You make it work for however you'd like to for your family and your setup at your house.
Good point. Let's see, so I see over here we have some different types of pictures as well.
That's right. So we wanted to show you guys that if you have some cool pottery, certainly go out and use it. If not, a basic plastic pitcher for your juice is going to be important. You're going to use a lot of grape juice for this, and so having a big pitcher for your grape juice is going to be important. And then cups. You can use everything from nice fancy cups or coffee mugs and small plastic cups for your juice for each person. And then again, bowls or baskets to hold your specific items. Can be everything from styrofoam to plastic bowls or fancy glass bowls if you have those. So you guys just choose whichever. Just know that you'll want a cup for each person. You'll want 4 small bowls to hold each of your items. And then some sort of basket or something to put your matzah or your bread in. And that was why you put a paper towel in or cloth napkin, whatever, to be able to fold that up in as well.
Yeah, well, I think that's pretty much it about the table setup.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, just having a candle there to light, that I think kind of begins to set the mood for the whole meal and experience.
Right, that's right. Because as we remember, this was a meal that was eaten at the end of the day, right? And that was it was darker outside, and so like you said, that kind of helps us recreate that.
The setting, the atmosphere, absolutely.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, so as you guys look at the materials that we gave you and you got a chance to pick up, feel free to look at that list and contact us if you have any questions. Hey, what is this? Those food items can be easily picked up. But again, it's really just using something green, right, like parsley.
Right.
And so if you're not wanting to get out, just use something you have at your house and a little bowl of salt water. And again, it's something to experience the event as you're telling the story with your children, with your family, of God's rescue of His people and how Jesus is demonstrating that rescue to the disciples and how we are experiencing that rescue again. So use whatever you can at your house. Don't feel like you have to have the exact items.
Right, that's right. For example, one of the things that we eat is pita bread, but you don't have to have pita bread. You could use a loaf of bread.
Or crackers.
I
would think even saltine crackers would be great.
Sure.
They have holes in the ridges, which is there too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I know for us, we usually eat grapes as a part of the experience to kind of represent the shape of an egg, which is something you talk about in the script. But if you don't have grapes, that's okay. Again, just use what you have. Make it work for you, because the meaning of it is, as Nathan has said, to remind us of Jesus' purpose and what He shared with His disciples.
Well, as you guys are doing it at home, we hope that it goes well, but as you're preparing, feel free to contact us to let us know if you have questions, whether it be about the script or the food items or how we can help and support you guys doing this at home. Yeah.
And if you are doing this at home, please take some photos. We would love to see your how you set up your table and kind of just see how y'all are celebrating this with us. So if you take any pictures, feel free to send them to Nathan or myself, and we can't wait to see